Hello everyone, my name is Shafaz Saeed and you are watching Tech Team. For Java beginners, this is my 7th tutorial. Those who have not subscribed, please subscribe and press the bell icon so that you can get the notification of my upcoming videos. So you can subscribe with this button and this is the bell icon. Today we will discuss about Java arrays. Before that, I've written some notes. We will discuss that. My first question is how variables are stored in memory. Okay, we will do one example, or we will open a new project. Java with and Java application. We name it something like Java arrays. Okay, let's delete this. Okay, my first question was what are how variables are stored in memory. Okay, so if you remember from my previous tutorial of Java variables, we did something like this. Int age is equal to 20. And int e is equal to 10. Ex, whatever you say. If you remember, this is the variable, this is the type, this is the variable name, and this is the value. How these are stored in memory, like for example, we say something like system.out.println, we say age, and 20 is printed. So means it must be stored somewhere in the memory. So if I open my notes, I've defined int age is equal to 10. So in memory it will have this variable name age which has a value 10. So these are the addresses of the memory. So the memory of your computer has addresses. So these are the addresses 120, 124, 128, and age is the name, and it has a value stored inside one of the address. So this is the address, it has a space. So in this space your variable value will be stored. For example, we define another variable int e is equal to 10. So in somewhere in the memory e will be stored, e will have a value 10. So in this way your variables are stored in memory. So we will discuss this later, that how it is further stored in memory when we will go further. For now, this is important that you just understand how variables are stored in memory. Okay, so if we say int age is 20, it means age is somewhere in the memory has a value 20, and this is the reason. If we say int age is equal to 10, it will give an error. See, you can see the red lines, because this cannot be, the memory cannot have the same name age. So if we say, if for example, if we have two variables have with the name age, when we say system.out.println, so the compiler will not know which age to call. So that's why we cannot define variable with the same name. because it will get confused. So, okay, so this we cannot have the same name. Okay, so this is the memory, and my second question is define 20 int variables. Okay, now what we do, okay, let's try to define 20 int a is equal to 5, or yeah, 5, p is equal to 10, so int c is equal to 20. But wait, what we are doing, like we are repeating the things again and again. So this is something like we have to write 20 times this line int, we have to write 20 times int, 20 times variable name and values. Okay, values can be different, but we are repeating these again and again. For example, if your program has a requirement to write 50 variables, then 50 integer variables, then how you gonna write those? Like this. So to avoid this repetition of code, there are arrays in Java. So if instead of writing 20 types and 20 name, we can write something, we can write the arrays. How arrays are defined? Similar type with the bracket, angle bracket. Oh, is the yeah, and then the name of the arrays is the same thing. The type was int, but we just add a bracket with the variable we define. This is an array, and the name of the array, we can say the name can be, as you know, it can be anything. Like we say x is equal to, okay, now we define, say we would like to have 20, or for example now we just go for the 10 variables. So how it is defined now? So there is a different ways to define this. We will just go for the simple one, and this is the simple one with the angle bracket, and then comes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. See, now instead of doing this something, int a is equal to 5, b is equal to 10, c is equal to 20, we are just writing it like this: 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay, so we have defined the 10 variables, and now the angle bracket close and end of this statement. Okay, so okay, that's fine. Now we have defined an array of integers, like so we have given one name. Okay, so the second question comes in, like for the above case, you can write something like system dot out dot println a. Similarly, you can write system dot out dot println b. Similarly, you write something system dot out dot println c. But the problem is, how do we print these values of integer variable? So there is a way to treat this for this we have to say, because the name is x, system.out.println x, then the angle bracket. No, I think this is not the, this is the triangle bracket or whatever, I don't remember, but okay, yeah. So with x, this is the bracket with, now this is tricky. So the first element in array is defined by 0. So x0, it means that x at the position 0 print the x at the position 0. So when we do something like this, it will automatically print 5. Similarly, and then the bracket x1. So print x at position 1. What is it? 10. Now if we run this program, so let's remove this one because we already did this in the previous tutorial. Okay, now if we want to run this program, what do you think, what should be printed? At the first line it will print 5, and at the second line it will print 10. Okay, let's save the program and run it. Okay, it's print 5 and 10. Okay, so far so good. Okay, now let's print something. We did 1, 2, let's say what, print at number 5. Let's see. So what do you think, what should be printed at 5? Okay, we start from here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think 30 should be printed. Let's see. So just remove this for the sake of no confusion, so that you don't have any confusion. Okay, let's save this and right click and run it. Oh, 30 is printed, that's nice. Okay, if you say print x8, okay, what should be printed? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 45. Let's try it. Save it, right click, run. Okay, that's good. So similarly, if you say what should be printed at 9, just save it and run it. 50. Okay, this is the last element, 50, and you know that it has only 10 elements. That's starting from 0 and ending at 9. It makes total 10 elements. So what if you say something like print the 10th element? So what happens? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but there is no 10th element. Let's save it and run it. Oh, it has given an error, something like array index out of bound exceptions. Means that what you are trying to print is not in the it's out of bounds, it's not in the range of this array. So that's why it gives an error. So we need to be careful while printing the array, because it can affect your program. It can give some errors like this. Okay, that's good. So we have discussed the integer array, but it's not limited to integers only. We can have a string array. Okay, what if I say to you, uh, write name write name for 5 of your friends. Okay, you would say something like string friend 1 is equal to James, string 2 string friend 2 is Harry. And again, what we are doing, we are repeating the same code again and again. For example, if I asked you to write names of your 10 friends, then you have to write string friend 3 string up to friend 10. So this is what we are repeating. So what we should do, we should use some array. Okay, how can we do that? Just I give you an example. How can we do that? Is array of strings. So it is string, then the bracket, okay, then the name, like what should be the name? Friends. Okay, now we don't have to write 10 times friends equals to, then angle bracket start, and then inside double quotes write the names, Harry, James, Peter, Mark, and Tom, whatever you can say. Okay, so that's good. Now similarly, if we say something system dot out dot println, print the name of your second friend. So how gonna do, like we said, how we write friends, we have to write friends, and then the bracket is, sorry, okay, then comes the bracket, and second is, first is 0, second is 1. Okay, so what should be printed? Harry, James should be printed. Let's see. Okay, James is printed. That's nice. So we can also say this system dot out dot println friends, then the bracket 3. Okay, so tell me what should be printed. What would be printed? 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. So mark should be printed. Let's save and run it. Okay, mark is printed. Okay, that's fine. So how last part is how this is stored in memory. Okay, how arrays are stored in memory. Like for example, if I define one array with the name x, and it has values 78, 45, 12, 89, 56. So you know x0 is 78, x1 is 45, x2 is 12, x angle bracket 3 is 89, x bracket 4 is 56. Okay, but how it's save in memory is like this. Okay, this is x0 is 78. If you see like this, x0 is 70. So this is the memory address like we discussed, and these are the values, and these are the positions 0 1 2 3. So what is x0? X0 is pointing to 78, correct. X1, so this is how it is stored in memory. Single variables are also stored in memory like this. A array is stored like this with values 0 1 with the indexes 2 3. So instead of the names, like in variables we have the names E10 A10. For arrays we have the names with the indexes, so like this one. So the name of the first element, we call it this elements of array. So the name of first element is x0. Yeah, the name of second element of array is x1. The name of third element of array is x2. The name of fourth element of array is x3, and similarly x4. So you can see over here. Okay, that's it. And now I will share with you the assignment related to this in the description part of my tutorial. So please, so in the description part you will find the tutorial for this. This is the 7th tutorial, and for now thank you very much, and see you for the next tutorial.